Now I would like to introduce our closing keynote speaker, Mrs. Anjali Ramakumaran. Mrs. Ramakumaran is the founder and CEO of AMCIS Incorporated. AMCIS Inc. is a global technology and business consulting firm specializing in digital transformation, big data, analytics, cybersecurity, testing, IV&V, infrastructure management, and enterprise solutions. Mrs. Ramakumaran has over 18 years of contribution towards the design, development, and delivery of leading-edge technology solutions and human capital management across the globe. Under her leadership, she has cultivated AMCIS into a fast-growing consulting and professional service firm. Now, please welcome our closing keynote speaker, Ms. Anjali Ramakumaran.
Thank you, Navya. Good afternoon. Greetings to all. First of all, let me just say what a great summit. I'm thrilled to be here this afternoon. And there's so much that I've learned at this summit. I mean, it's so good to see some young budding entrepreneurs. I listened through a lot of the business pitches and also heard the panelists. I'm so thrilled to be here this afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings to all. I'm Ann Ramakumaran, and I'm the founder and CEO of AMCIS. We're a global business and a technology consulting and a human capital management company. For those who are not local to Virginia, we're headquartered in Chantilly, Virginia, which is a little over 20-25 miles west of Washington, D.C. We've been in business for over 16 years, and I started my entrepreneurial journey in 2004. That was a time when, what I realized was that there were a lot of companies out there that either focused on providing business solutions, or they focused on providing technology solutions, or there were some that focused on just providing human capital management. But there were not many that actually existed to solve some of the complex business problems by infusing innovative technology solutions and backing it up with the right talent, and hence felt the need to start AMCIS. So what AMCIS does is we provide innovative, cost-effective, and quality solutions specifically around digital transformation, infrastructure management, cybersecurity, testing and IV&V, and human capital management to Fortune 100, Fortune 1000 companies. And we also support federal agencies and nonprofits on several mission critical projects of theirs nationwide. Today, AMCIS and AMCIS group of companies employ over 1,400 employees globally. And we continue to grow at a rate of 40% year on year. I was talking to Kavya and Nidhi, and they wanted me to come and talk to the audience this afternoon about, why is it so important to pay focus on STEM? And before I take a deeper dive, I just want to give a big round of applause to all the attendees, one for attending this summit, because it's so crucial to be aware of what's happening around the world, especially in the space of technology. And a big round of applause and kudos to Kavya Nihant and the entire GCL leadership for not just hosting this AI summit, AI Business Summit, but also, hosting different sessions throughout the years, throughout the months, and also having paying emphasis and importance to technology and making sure that you all have it ingrained in the minds of students at a very young age. And not just according to me, but I'm sure a lot of the industry leaders would echo my comments. It is very important to not just stay relevant, but it is also important to know what's happening in the tech space. So choosing topics like AI, choosing topics like cloud, choosing topics like RPA and mobile development and cyber is the most important thing, is what I would say, especially in the tech space. And what you're also doing, Kavya, through GCL is by talking to the students the importance of technology and why it is important to think about it early on, you're also actually helping corporate America, agencies and nonprofit with the skill set gap issue. And I say that because if you ask a lot of the corporations and agencies today, if you ask them, they're all worried, right? They're all worried about where are we going to get that talent 10 years from now. because as all of you are aware, 60% of the workforce, IT workforce, have retired. Right? So by paying emphasis on something that's important, that is crucial and that's relevant, I think you're truly bringing a positive impact. So congratulations and kudos on what you're doing today, Kavya. So from our perspective, right, what we are seeing is customers are all going through their transformation journey, right? And I would say, and I strongly believe that while corporations are going through their transformation journey, it is very important that they make sure whatever they do, they ensure that they continue to not just provide the best services to their customers, but they also do it in a way that it's all fully secured, right? So no matter what solution or what product you want to focus on, I did listen to a lot of the business pitches, and I must say, very impressive. But it's important that while you start focusing on, a particular product or a service, it is very important that you focus on some of the 5 basic principles, right? Because if you talk about today what industries are looking for, what consulting companies are looking for, or what corporations across industry segments are looking for, is to solve one common and one important problem. That is, how do we make sure that we continue to solve and make our customers' life easy, right? So they're looking out for ways that, or solutions that could increase productivity. They're looking for solutions that could increase efficiencies. They're looking for solutions and services that could help them provide and continue to provide quality work or service. And they want to do all that by bringing in cost savings, so that, because today, if you see, customers have a lot of choices. So corporations are finding ways to make sure that they not only continue to give good service to their customers, but they're also worried about how can they continue to go ahead and acquire new customers, at the same time focus on retaining those customers, right? So understand first look around, explore, and understand what is that basic problem that you're trying to solve. And when you're looking at that, you also want to look at, is that problem what is there today? Is that the solution that you provide today, is that going to continue to help your customer base solve the problem 10 years from now, right? So what we've done at AMCIS is we've not just focused in bringing in business stakeholders and technology stakeholders, but we have some great subject matter experts who are not just thinking about today, but they're thinking 10 years ahead. Right? So, and we have, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, we also have invested heavily in people, processes, and infrastructure to support our growth. So we have innovation labs where we invite a lot of our customers to come and explore, some of the, and discuss some of the complex problems that they have. And we actually help them from the ideation to full-blown implementation process. And we actually have been very, very successful in getting a lot of their projects to finish line. So, it's important that, what you're doing today, you'll continue to do that. By being part of cohorts like this, you're making yourself approachable, right? You through organizations like this. I would always tell this to Kavya, wish we had organizations like this when I went to college, right? But you're blessed to be in this era and have organizations like GCL and other organizations support you all, because you all have access to a lot of subject matter experts, right? You all have access to industry leaders. You all have access to business leaders. You all have access to subject matter experts. Even just today in the in the summit, right? You all learned about blockchain. You all learned about machine learning. Why is it important? You all heard from a lot of amazing panelists, right? And you also learned what are some of the things that you got to keep in mind while you start your journey and start off soon in college, right? So I think it is important that all of you be active and engaged and participate, in organizations like GCL. And from our perspective, I would just want to say that we're here. We strongly believe in STEM because what does the stats show, right? By 2025, about 75% of the workforce is going to be who? The millennials and Gen X's, right? So Gen Z's, so because think about it, right? Millennials, you're soon going to be part of that workforce. So Kavya, you're truly helping corporations, agencies, and nonprofits solve one of the major problems, and that is, the gap as far as skill sets are concerned. So to all those budding entrepreneurs, march forward, walk ahead with confidence, fly high, and while you succeed, don't forget to uplift others, and don't forget the best is yet to come. So with that, I'll hand it on back to Navya or Kavya, and I'm here to answer any and all questions that you have. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come talk. And again, I just wanted to recognize you and AMKIS, and thank you so much for sponsoring the awards for this entire summit. I think you're really working to encourage students just in the way that you were saying. It's so important for the future workforce. It's really important to be recognized for all the forward thinking and inspiring work that students are doing. So thank you for supporting the interests of all the students who are attending our summit today. We'll take some questions if anyone has any questions. Feel free to drop them in the Q&A or to just message me with the questions. We have some prepared ones if you're okay with answering them. What advice would you give to students interested in entrepreneurship and turning their ideas into a company?
So first of all, right, it's very important to look around, explore, and see what are some of the challenges or issues or concerns that either corporate America, federal agencies, or nonprofits are facing, right? And then, come up with a solution to the problem. And believe in it, right? Work with, and I would always say, right, be part of an ecosystem where you have access to, technologists, where you have access to business leaders, where you have access to subject matter experts, or it could be just having a quick brainstorming session with your friends and family to see what are some of those problems that exist there, and then deep dive. I mean, take a deep dive and take that big plunge and start off your entrepreneurial journey. I must say it's been fun for me. The 16 years have gone by so fast, but we're still hungry for business, and make sure whatever you do, you back it up with passion, because that's what's going to take you far.
Cool. Another question. What are some of the early career choices that you made that you felt led you down the path that you are on right now?
Kavya, what excited me always was, I'm a people's person. So what always, I knew whatever I would do would be, pertaining to people. So what excites me is putting people back on jobs. What excites me is helping customers navigate through some of their technology or business problems, and helping them getting their projects to finish line is what excites me. So that's the reason why, a combination of, providing business and technology solutions plus backing it up with human capital management is what I've always been interested about. And here we are.